Well, checking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with more of A Flock of Seagulls, and I do apologize greatly. This deep dive has been off for almost 3 months. I just didn't realize. I think right around Christmas, I was intending to get back to this, and at that point it would have been about a month. Still probably too long, but within the realm of reason. But then because I was doing a lot of holiday things, and then obviously, some of them have been rolled into the new year, like some of the album reflections that I want to do for some groups where I've gone through all the studio albums. But either way, for whatever reason, it slipped off again, and I only just realized. So yeah, I do apologize for the folks following the Flock of Seagulls deep dive. And once again, shout out to Han Solo for making the material available, as well as to Kim and to others who have been commenting along the way. So we're back to Dream Come True, 1986. Going into this, again, people mentioned that it was an album where they definitely, take a different direction with their music. So far, I've only listened to one tune, and it was a few months ago, but I'm trying to sort of get back into the framework and the mentality of the album, which at least, as people have described it. So, the second tune is Heartbeat Like a Drum. It suggests maybe we'll get that sort of double hit percussive rhythm, that reminds us of a heartbeat and is, reflective of an actual heartbeat. Perhaps that will speak to intensity or certainly emotion on some level. But a drum, you think of rhythmic percussion, not just, random, noises like arrhythmic. So I do wonder how, directly a heartbeat may factor into the percussion. But either way, it sounds like your heart's beating, and, if someone is feeling very, infatuated or in an emotionally intense state, your heart will beat faster, like physiologically your body keys up. So I wonder what might be at play here. Let's find out. This is A Flock of Seagulls from their 1986 Dream Come True album, and the track is Heartbeat Like a Drum. Oof, the bass. Like a drum, like a drum. I gotta say, you make my heart beat like a drum. Heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. Every time you walk on by, I gotta sigh. You make my heart beat like a drum. Heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. Look my way, I gotta say, hey, you make my heart beat like a drum. Heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. I ever tell you what you're loving me? I like this section. I did I? Did I ever say that love would set you free? I don't know. I never said love would come your way. It really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Okay. It really doesn't matter what they say. Every time you look my way, I gotta say, hey, my heart beats like a drum. A bit of like mid-80s Duran in this. It's not like a perfect comparison, but there's some funk to it. bit like Beach Boys right there. What does that remind me of? I want you, I need you.
I wanna die. My heart beats like a drum. Heartbeat like a drum, like a drum, like a drum, like a drum. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
I do like when the guitar keeps chiming in.
Ooh, like a drum.
Oof. Like that harpsichord bit. Tune won me over. When it first started, I was thinking, man, it does sound quite different from the early stuff. And, I love the earlier stuff I've heard from them. I knew I ran going back, but I, found that was indicative of a lot of their sound. And then, as this began, it's like, okay, it's a bit more like mid-80s synth funk, which again, Notorious, I believe, is 86. So I was thinking of like funky mid-80s Duran when I was hearing parts of that. Now there were other parts of that that didn't quite fit, or at least it was a bit different than what I was thinking. But some moments or sections of this tune I think speak to what some groups were moving into. Bringing in some more like soul funk sounds, brass sounds, and so on. But at the same time, some of the vocal moments and, some of the atmosphere in the tune, especially, that section it moved into where I, commented specifically, oh, I like this configuration here. It still feels like you could tell who it is, it's Flock of Seagulls. So, again, I get it, over the course of a group's chronology or discography, they may evolve and take artistic decisions that not all fans will be fully on board with, even if in some cases, they still buy the album, they still try to engage with it. But ultimately, I'm enjoying the beginning of this album and curious to hear, even as it does indeed sound different on some level from what I've heard before, what the character that'll be, what that will sound like in practice. So once again, apologies for the long and unintentional delay. When we come back next time, it'll be Who's That Girl? And then parenthetically, She's Got It, which I've always intrigued. I suppose in this case it's like two very separate phrases. Sometimes like a parenthetical title is like, it's one phrase and then part of it is put in parentheses, which begs the question of, why not just include the full thing outright? But here it's, who's that girl? She's got it. One's a question, the other is an assertion. So I suppose it makes a little more sense other than, I guess you could use a comma or a slash or a dash or something, but I'll give it to you on that one. In any case, I'll try to come back for that, much sooner than the gap between this and the last Flock reaction. So as I said, shout out to Han Solo for sharing their material. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.